We've just got off the bus at San Martin, which is a little way outside of Xela in Guatemala. Just squeezing in this last hike before we leave the mountains and head for the coast. That's San Martin down there. Probably been walking half an hour or so. Got a way to go yet. We've opted to get this jeep up to the start of the hike. Just a bit worried that it might take too long and we'll miss the last bus back. That's Chicabel Lake down there. It's in the cauldron of the volcano. This lake's at 2,700 meters above sea level. So we're in the cloud forest here. Looks so cool, doesn't it? This lake's a sacred place for some of the Mayan people, and to be specific, the Maya people. You can also see there's offerings of flowers all along the edge of the lake. This place really does feel a little bit magical and special. Just up ahead there's a group of women holding a ceremony.
Okay.
Mist's starting to roll in now. This place really does feel off the beaten track. I guess it probably took us 2.5, 3 hours to get to the start of the hike. It's to cut out at least an hour of walking by getting the jeep as well. Oh wow, that's a chicken's head that's been sacrificed. I did know that the Mayan people still made sacrifices of chicken's blood too. This really is a beautiful and magical place. I can see why people think it's a sacred place. So heading back now, leaving the lake almost completely shrouded in mist. We'll just stop for a little drink on the way back before we get the bus. As it happens, we've got plenty of time, so that's good. That really was just an amazing hike today. Loved it. We travelled down to the Pacific coast this morning. This is El Paredon, the southeast of Xela. We really lucked out on this hotel. Beaches are all black sand around here. Of course, being Pacific, there's great big waves crashing on the beach. It's actually a beach that's well known for surfing. This river that runs just behind the beach here is a protected area. It's a nature reserve. It really feels like being on holiday here, even though we're always on holiday.
Salute. Just a peek of this. Cheers. Salud.
Taking a little boat trip along the river today. We're heading downstream towards where the river meets the sea. Immediately we're starting to see loads of birds. These are all red mangrove trees along this side of the river here. Does anyone know what the collective noun is for a group of pelicans? There are just so many of them. Was our boat driver scaring the birds into flight. And this is where they're roosting, and again, there's just so many of them. We're seeing huge amounts of bird species, and apparently there's over 90 that can be spotted here. Not sure we've seen quite that many, but we have seen quite a lot. This is obviously where the river flows into the sea. There's a few different species of turtles that lay their eggs on the beaches around here, and a few of them actually come up into the river as well. We're just going to pull the boat up here and see if we can spot one. They like to come here to feed. So we were waiting just back there for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so, and we saw 3 or 4 turtles just poking their noses out of the water. Not really far enough to get a good shot on film, unfortunately, but they are here, which is nice to know. Oh, I wasn't expecting flamingos here. This lady's checking her traps for crabs. So we're just heading back now, sadly. What a magical place this is. Just can't believe how many birds we've seen today. Time for sundowners.
Cheers! Cheers, salute! Salute, kitty cat!
We're hopping along the coast to a place called Monterrico today. The idea was just to see a couple of places on the coast before we head back inland again. It's only an hour and a half's drive, but we've actually had to get 3 of these little mini buses. Saying that, it's been super easy and we haven't had to wait at all. Monterrico is a little less upmarket compared to El Paredon. It is mainly for the domestic market, not the foreigners. This is where we're staying, right on the beach. It's got its own private balcony as well, with a pretty spectacular view of the sea. And it's pretty handy for the bar below too. Waiting for our captain and then we'll be off, eh?
Yep.
That's the 5 AM start working out here.
Great.
We've got up this early because a little way upstream there's a nature reserve and it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful to watch the sunrise from there. Here we are in the nature reserve. We've cut the engine. We're just drifting and watching and waiting. See, there's a full moon tonight, just slightly hidden by the clouds at the moment. There's a few bats flying around as well. This is the view in the opposite direction, the sun just starting to come up. It's a gorgeous colour this morning. We're on the move again. The birds are waking up. See these flying fish? This blue heron's caught his breakfast. We're just heading back to the jetty now. Even though there's quite a network of waterways around here, they're not accessible by boat. There's lots of weeds, which is probably a good thing, stopping all the tourists from disturbing the birds. It's been a really pretty boat trip. An absolutely gorgeous sunrise.
Cheers.
Last drinks here before we head off to Antigua.
It's been really relaxing spending a few days by the beach.